Hello everybody and welcome to Limawi. Hello Alexis Leroux. I do the stream in English now, so hello. So I will quickly explain what we will do tonight. Tonight we will reinforce, improve the security of a virtual machine, and to do that we will use the CIS guidelines. And to enforce our CIS guidelines, we will use CINSPEC, which is the successor of INSPEC. So, my English is level with finesse. Sorry. Yeah. There is my French audience as well, and they are a bit confused because I now do some streams in English, mainly in English now, and I used to do them in French. So, sorry. Alexis. But sometimes I will do some streams in French. I will announce it in the social networks. So, what you see behind me is actually a Vagrant box being created. And I will create two of them. One is the provisioner, and the other is the box that will be used to create the nodes. So it takes a bit of time because we have to compress 2 or 3 gigabytes of data in a provisioner box. Just finished. Now we have to do the base box. And once that's done, I will clean the previous ones, the old ones, and use these ones to continue my tests. And above that, you see some CIS elements. So basically, what's that? That's an audit.rules file. It's used by auditd, which is a process that you can install in your virtual machines that will log a lot of actions being executed on your virtual machine or your hardware. And it logs these actions. You can see there the different actions logged. And that way you can assess the security of your machine, because these logs are, of course, sent to a logger where you can see who accessed what and who did what action on the machine. So that's part of the CIS benchmark. We have also other elements in the CIS, for instance, configuration of journal D, security limits, an SSHD banner for the SSHD process, the configuration of the SSHD here, and some sysctl configuration to improve the security. So basically tonight what we'll do is to try to put to green the maximum amount of rules from the CIS guidelines. And to do that, if you already know my streams, we automate everything, including tests. So we will deploy our environment with Vagrant, and in the same flow, once the environment is developed with Vagrant, deployed with Vagrant and Ansible, in the same flow, we will test the results with CINSPEC. So I talk, but I mean, we are waiting for the base box to be created before starting to work. But before that, I will use another screen to clean the already existing virtual machines. Up. How are you, Alexis, by the way? Comment ça va? Oh shit. What happened? Oh, I'm an idiot. I cleaned a directory while it was used by the process. So I have to redo everything again. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, this stream starts very well. So I will clean everything and then start again. Okay. Let's clean that. It requires nearly 15 minutes to create these two VMs, so time well spent. But afterwards, it's a matter of seconds to spin up the environment once the VM are created. So for iteration, it's very good, but the first row is long. So let's build the mother artifact, and then let's build the VM. Meanwhile, feel free to do something else or ask questions in the chat, because 15 minutes. It's perfect. And meanwhile, I will eat some nuts. ASMR time. So basically, it installs a base Ubuntu machine 2204. Then it updates it, and then it installs. We can see that right here. It installs Warga tools, traceroute, Python, pip, Ansible, some element cnspec, cnquery, and then it removes the machine ID to be able to load it with different IPs. And of course, we use the nearest mirror, which is in our case in Sieben, so German Switzerland. In order to avoid peculiarities with badly configured routers in the wild, we force IPv4 to access the mirror from init7. So the provisioner is provisioned. Now we have the long part, creating the box. I'm sorry. Generally, I prepare this step before the stream, but now I arrived 10 minutes before the stream from remote location, so I was not able to do that. Sorry. So it's an anti-climatic stream. It's a sort of chill stream. Cube not today. Today it's Linux. Cube not today. Today it's Linux. And then WireGuard. But WireGuard the tests pass. I have to just check with the CIS implementation, but normally the tests pass. You see them. And here you see the default policies, including CIS, and the custom policies. Yeah, very impressive, right? At least the music is okay. Yeah, very anticlimactic. So, just to repeat a bit the project, basically the idea is to deploy a Kubernetes cluster, a secure Kubernetes cluster, with Ansible. And we have for test environment to use Vagrant to create the test environment. And then to test the infrastructure itself, the results we used to use inspec, and now we use cInspec, and maybe other tools, certainly other tools like Checkov, Kubesec, and the others to test the security of the stuff. Here you can see bind9, but that's core DNS because we decided to choose core DNS in the end. Calico will get rid of it and we'll use Cilium instead. So basically it will be a kube cluster with a BGP created with Bird. So maybe I should put Bird there. A CNI which will be Cilium. QVIP to do the external load balancer. To publish the services to the outside world. Kubelet CSR prover to ensure the automatic renewal of the certificates of the Kubelets with the certificate authority of the Kubernetes cluster. Kubernetes itself to link everything together. Linux to put that somewhere. And WireGuard to do the first network, so the base network that links the Linux VM together. And Podman to handle the loads of BGP, Core DNS, and etcd, which are satellites of the Kubernetes cluster, because they can't be handled themselves by the kube cluster, because it's a chicken and egg problem, because kube needs them before, and so therefore they can't be handled by kube. So for that we use Podman. So now the second box, where we do only an update. I mean, we replace the Ubuntu repo with the nearest mirror. We update, and that's all. And we put the default certificate, default SSH public key from Vagrant to root, because we will get rid of the Vagrant user. So basically that's it. And once that's done, we can start an environment. Normally it should be a bit quicker because the box is smaller. Can't sleep a bit. Very entertaining. Yeah, I'm an entertainer. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Very interesting. I'm really sorry. Hmm. Uh, uh, it's not really interesting. Ah, finally! Finally! We can start to work. So, now we will deploy the environment. So normally at a certain time the freeze and the recording, the stream and the recording will freeze because it will swallow for 1, 2, 3 seconds the CPU of the machine. Then normally it will be better. So we upload the first box inside the Vagrant topology. It's only for the first time. Once it's loaded, normally it's far more quicker. But now we have to load it for the first time. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. As you can see, progressed. Pop, 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 pop. Music is a bit shaky. Maybe there is a desynchro between my face and the sound. Test. Whoa, the desynchro is humongous. So we wait for the deployment and then I will try to resynchronize the stuff. Hmm. Mm. Okay, now the heavy lifting is done. So I will change my scene and come back. Let's see. Ah, better. Ah, racing crew. Perfect. So, as you can see behind me, it's currently deploying WireGuard through Ansible on 3 virtual machines. WireGuard 1, WireGuard 2, WireGuard 3. And once that's done, then we will test it with CNSpec. One VM is done. VM2 is done. VM3 is done. Now we test for idempotency. Actually, we test for updates if we want to test an upgrade path. And then we'll test for idempotency. So it's fairly quick, as you can see. Now idempotency. And afterwards, the CNSpec tests. That can take a bit of time because CNSpec has to gather all the queries before displaying something. And it displayed something. So, what is wrong and what passed? So, everything failed, of course, because we didn't finish the tests. And what failed? We see that this check fails. So, it's an audit rules again. And which one is it? Let's take a look. Okay. I would like the one for Ubuntu, please. Not Ubuntu 18, not Ubuntu 16, Ubuntu 22, please. Or the distribution independent. Don't care. But just the numbers there, I would like to correspond to something. Okay, distribution independent. It is. So, pum pum pum. Actually, it's already there, no? These are the same. Why? Ah no, not quite. Here you have 3 times session, and here you have 2 times login plus session. That's not quite the same. Ah, interesting. So, up, up. For .1.10. Okay, 4.1.10. Now this one. So, monetary access control. I have a 2204 but workstation. I want a 2204 server. I have a 20 server here, but a 22 I don't have it. So, in that case, I will use this one, which is I don't know why the revisions are different. Not sure of that. I think I will have to change the numeration. I think I understood the numeration wrong, but that's okay for now. We'll continue that way, and the next iteration I will change that. So according to that, it's 1.1.0, 1.1.0, and the change is... Wait, I think... Wait. No. This one. 416. Okay, next one. If I have a 22, it's better, but I will do with a 20 if needed. I will do with a 20. Okay. 4, 1, 10. Up. 46, 64, sorry, 64 bits. I think that's correct. Up. Let's do with that. Access, exit, and truncate somewhere. Create, okay, open a truncate. Okay, that's the correct one. Now, this one. Let's go with this one. 4114. 4114. What? Okay. Up. 4114. I think these indications are all wrong, and I will have to do them again, but we'll finish that way, and in another iteration we'll change that. That's something I have to think about, because they want us to send an email when we don't have enough space. And I consider that maybe it's preferable to send the log to the syslog instead, because we have remote syslog normally. So yeah, not sure of this one. This one, the sudo should be collected, yes, for sure. Oh, Ubuntu Linux, everything is there. 4131. 4131. Four, one, three, one. Four, one, three, one. Now this one is normally correct. Ah, there are many left. Why? I propose that we just redeploy to see if the changes we did are handled. because I have the feeling sometimes that it's not the case and that I have some redundancies in the file. For instance, this one and this one are exactly the same. The mounts, there is a difference there. So up. And up. You know how we do that 1 or 2 times more, and afterwards I will stop the stream because heavy week, heavy 2 weeks actually, and I start to feel it. Mm. Let's go. Tell me that what I did had an impact. Yeah, there are some changes. SSH dconfig doesn't have the correct permissions. Which one? False, 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 false. Okay. And result? True. False, true. True. Other execute. What? Ah. False. For the user executable, it's false. So yes. Readable, false. Ah, it's true. Writable, false. It's true. Ah, so it should be 0. What? Ah, for group, for group, for group. There. Yeah. Yeah, it's correct. Yes. This is HT banner. Oh, we care less. Ensure access to the SU command is restricted. Ah. Okay, we'll see that later. Initiation information is collected. But that's already the case. That's this one. That's this one. What? Is there a small difference that I didn't see? Sorry, I'll come back. So, is there a difference that I didn't see? What could be the difference? Ah, there is none. So the check maybe is wrong. Hmm. So let's check another. Are collected. This one also doesn't work. Journal D, it's compressed, yes. It doesn't work either. I mean, there we have a peculiarity, because there is a check where they say forward to syslog yes, and another one where they say no. So this one doesn't work either. There we have to find a way to ensure the correct permissions of the var log files. The sudoers. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work either. Shit. Why? And permissions on /etc/group kernel module, the patch of OpenSSL, events that modify, event discriminatory access control, ogd.conf max log file action keep logs, it's there. It's a bit annoying. Maybe the CNSpec bundle for that is not completely debugged, and I should find another tool. But the only one I found is OpenSCAP, and OpenSCAP is not ready for modern workflows because it doesn't abort on failure. It doesn't want to output JUnit or CLI meaningful stuff. It wants to output HTML sheet. So open source CIS benchmark. Let's see. Tool. Open source tool. Because at the end of the day, if half of the checks are still not completely stable, maybe we should find another tool meanwhile. OpenSCAP. You see, but the problem is that OpenSCAP is not ready for modern infrastructure. I mean, we check OpenSCAP, JUnit output. OpenSCAP, not scape, OpenSCAP. Unit output. OpenSCAP GitHub. Nothing, but this RF. And the other problem is that OpenSCAP doesn't understand Ansible inventory. I mean, if we could have a way to say to OpenSCAP, check these machine from this Ansible inventory, it could be a better solution. And let's check CNSpec GitHub, CNSpec policies GitHub. To see if they have some problem with CIS. Fails on Debian, yeah. Maybe there is a wrong rule blocking the rest. That's also possible. So, I think I will need that another time, because now it's time to sleep. And yeah, I know what I will do this Saturday. And so I will clean the environment and wish you a nice evening, and VOD wish you a nice life. Tschüss!